What's up, guys? Welcome back to our brand new video here, AskJT number 16, Q&A here on my YouTube channel. First, before we hop into this Q&A, I just want to address a couple things real quick. Number one, if you haven't checked out my recent vlog, my day in the life when I went to the LA Rams game, I uploaded it yesterday. Check it out, man. It literally probably one of the funniest vlogs, days in the life I've ever uploaded. Gotta check it out. Number two, this is a big one. I know you guys are waiting for this video. Kyle Gott and myself, we filmed a Q&A over the weekend in Hollywood when he was down here in LA. We met up, and it's fucking awesome. You know, I'm going over the footage the next couple days, and we're gonna be uploading it. The video should be up in the middle of the week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday afternoon. So keep on the lookout for that, guys, and let's hop right into this Q&A, AskJT number 16. As always, guys, if you have questions for next AskJT, just leave it #AskJT, and hopefully I can get to it next time. Samuel Warren asks, I know you're not supposed to talk about Battlestations, but would you actually get in trouble if you did? Now, when you guys join the military, when you get into boot camp, you're going to be familiar with a thing called a page 13. Page 13s are things that you sign. And if you know, like Edward Snowden, right? He signed a page 13, he whistle blew, and the whole fucking country, this dude's outside the country, he can't come back to America. It's not going to be to that extent if you, if you break a page 13, if you say something you're not supposed to, if you break OPSEC, you're not going to get banned from America, but you will get fucking in trouble. You might get dishonorable discharge, depending on how severe. For example, if I talk about Battlestations, I had to sign a page 13 for that. Now that I'm a veteran, that I'm out of the Navy, repercussions probably wouldn't be, I don't know what they would do, honestly. I haven't heard of anybody breaking the page 13 disclosure for Battlestations and getting in trouble. I just think, it's something that people talk amongst themselves. They'll tell their friends back at home what it's about, but it's not something I can broadcast across the internet. Obviously, that would just be moronic. What I can tell you is that it's like a big fucking fake ship that you're gonna be on, and it's all decked out with Universal Studios fucking like animatronics. You're gonna put in all these circumstances on this ship, and it's gonna be like you're at fucking Disneyland for the goddamn Navy for 24 hours. But that's all pretty much I can say. Next question from No One Cares, Mike. What was your greatest memory in the Navy? This question is one that I got asked a lot when I separated. I was sitting on some panels for my university at Cal Lutheran, and we would get asked by the staff, by the administration, like, what's one of your greatest memories as we were on these panels? And, the one that I always think about, all right, so I guess for my greatest memory, one that gives me the most joy on reminiscing, any fucking ways. The memory is when I got off of my first deployment, when I got off of the plane, because, and I saw my family for the first time in like 9 months. When I was out to sea, deployed in the Persian Gulf for 9 months, we got back, we went across the Atlantic, we docked into Florida, and then from Florida they flew us across back to San Diego, and we had all our families waiting for us. With the posters, the whole deal, the whole welcome home thing, everybody running out to you as you get off the plane, like textbook welcome home stuff that you always, that you're always thinking about, like, wow, that must be such an amazing feeling. And it is a fucking amazing feeling. It looks as good as a feeling. It's as good as a feeling as it looks when you're watching it as it is when you experience it. It's equal, man. Like, it's just such a, you gotta be there. You gotta get deployed for yourself. And it's something I can't put to words, guys. All right, this next question from Gregory Cunningham. Would I ever get a girl's name tattooed on me? Well, I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I do have my fiance's name tattooed on me. I don't think I've talked about it on the channel or showed you guys really specifically, but you get to see. But yeah, I got my fiance's name. I got Jessie tattooed. Nope, no nip on YouTube, man, but there's her name. But I mean, this is in her handwriting. She wrote it out and stuff. I took it to the artist. Then he imposed it, right on the ribs. This was pretty easy, of a spot, because I got my whole other side here tattooed. So that, this compared to that wasn't bad. All right, Mr. Jerry 160. This is a good one. How many of your homies caught a F bug, otherwise known as a ST dizzle? Now, I have a crazy story. I haven't shared it on this channel. I might have... Alright, so basically my first deployment, it was Pattaya Beach, Thailand. I was in E2. I had only been in the Navy a year. It was my first deployment and my first port. We pulled into Pattaya Beach. And there was this guy. He was an aviation technician, an AT. He was also a fellow E3. He was one of the quiet types. He was one of the people that, you know, that you would think would stay on the ship and play World of Warcraft and not go out and experience Thailand, a new crazy country. But he did. A couple guys got him to come out with us. He didn't go out with my group. He went out with a different group. But the story was, I mean, this was proven. I saw the picture myself. There was video evidence, which is probably now long gone. But basically, this guy went to a strip club, a ping pong show in Thailand. If you don't know what a ping pong show is, a quick Google search. Just make sure it's not safe for work, so make sure you're at a home computer. But anyways, we were down there doing the ping pong show, whatever, having a good time. And this guy goes up on stage, and this guy puts his face. He puts everything on his face, you know, for at least a minute. You know, he's in it. He's in it good. And he never got anything. But you do hear stories, you know, after port of people going down to medical, you know, and getting the STD checks, and it's not, just wear rubber, guys. It's not worth it. Because they stick a Q-tip up your dingling. You know, just what I've heard. And it's not a pleasant experience. So don't be silly and wrap your willy. Alright, Radish iOS. He heard I initially wanted to be a Navy SEAL. What happened? He doesn't mean to be rude. You're not being rude. A little misconstrued though. It wasn't a SEAL. I wanted to do SWCC. I wanted to be SWIC. I wanted to drive in on those badass boats and drop them off and pick them up, and the turret gunner. That shit looked pretty cool when I was 18. And I was preparing to do that. I was training with a boat team. You know, we were training every week. I was doing my PFT, or my physical fitness assessment, to go to boot camp. I was about to do that test in San Diego. But then, you know, my parents, to be honest, guys, I was young, you know, and my family really wasn't too stoked in the first place when I initially told them I wanted to join the Navy. But they came around and they were actually, you know, they were very supportive. But initially, you know, they weren't the most excited. And then when I said I wanted to do Spec Ops, you can imagine their reaction. But, you know, then I just started thinking, I was like, you know, it is obviously a dangerous job. I'm going to be put at a higher risk of danger doing Spec Ops. So I was looking at my other options. I really wanted to work on the flight deck if I didn't want to do Spec Ops and SWIC. So I ended up going with aviation mechanic. I was a part of a squadron. I got attached to a helicopter squadron. And I did work on the flight deck. Launched and recovered the helicopters and aircraft off of 2 carriers, the Lincoln and the fucking George Washington. Alright, this last question here to wrap up, AskJT number 16. What is my favorite anime from Silent Sales? You know, I did live in Japan for 2 years, as a lot of you know. So that kind of opened up my eyes to, you know, the world of anime and stuff like that. And I didn't really watch it. I don't really watch it that much. But when I was in Japan, I did get into like Naruto Shippuden, which was a pretty cool show. And also, I guess my other favorite one that I like is, it's kind of an older one, but Avatar: The Last Airbender, Fire Nation Attacked. No, I fucking love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've probably seen that show like 4 times. That's gonna wrap up the Q&A, guys. AskJT number 16. Thanks for the awesome questions for this week. Leave questions, hashtag, why can't I fucking say that? Leave questions, hashtag AskJT for next week's Q&A. And thanks for all the support, guys, on the road to 20K. We're going to be there very, very soon. Kyle got Q&A coming out later in the week. Look forward for that. Social media below as always. Thank you, guys. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye! Do you think I have the fucking time and resources to go through hundreds of questions a week? I get hundreds of questions a week, man. I'm a one-man show here. I'm a full-time college student. Man, are you a fucking smart guy or not? What do you think, man? Why are you posting shit like this getting me upset? You're getting me emotional, man. Don't do shit like that, okay? Don't do it. Don't eat cheese.